at the moment, but the majority of that squad is still the squad that bloody the Don brought in 2 years ago. It's still the mainstay of the bloody squad because since he's been gone, we haven't really kicked on. We haven't really.
We bought in Mateus Tell for 35 million before.
Hopefully, these players that we bought in the window. Hopefully, the players we bought in the window, right? The Muani, the Kudos, and the Xavi will kick on. But we all said when that window closed that we needed a left winger. We could have done probably with a top striker or other players. We'll see.
But maybe we could have signed a good left winger if we didn't spend 35 million on Mateus bloody Tell.
Yeah, but no one knew that deal was for the 84th time. That deal was done before he kicked the ball for us. And before he kicked the ball for us, everybody in the fan base went mental at the idea of us trying to get him, then losing him to United. Then when he came back, everyone was happy. And then when it turned out that...
Sean, I went crazy when we signed him.
He might be the only one, mate. Maybe the only one. But I remember everybody, like the vast majority of the fan base were about to lose their shit when it looked like United were going to gazump us. Then they turned around at us. You had Mark Goldbridge, you had Robbie Lyle, we had all the big teams, all the big channels of all the other teams going, how is Mateus Tell going to Tottenham? And then Tottenham fans got all moody when we found out the only way he was going to sign for us on a permanent was if he wanted to make the deal permanent. And if it was like, he's just going to use us as a platform to go off and do bigger things, so it's a nothing burger of a signing.
Yeah,
that was when
the same fan.
Principle. That was when it was
hold on. They're the same fans, though. They're the same fans that gaslighted Richarlison because he scored 2 bangers against Burnley. So I don't really buy into what the fans do online. You can see
those fans. The other fans did that. The fans that I like, the fans that I appreciate, the ones that...
Oh, right. So cherry picking again. Here we go. Cherry picking again. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we have a higher educated sort of fan on Football Inc., I guess.
Yeah.
By the way, Sean...
The fans, the proper fans are the ones that agree with me.
What channel did you say?
Sean... Can I just say one thing? One comment from Glug Pickwell at 9:43.
Glug
Pickwell. Who gives a flying forex if AIA is red? I do, and most Tottenham fans do, Mr. Glug, because you do not have red on Tottenham's shirt ever. That was the biggest, one of the biggest faux pas that Levy made.
Right. So if someone comes in here and says, "Right, we will sponsor your club for excess amount of money," so if
this club is not red,
mate, you know, there's a word, Ian, for things like that, and it's called sentimental.
No red, and that's stupid.
Look, I don't care if the money comes from Colombia, for God's sake. Yeah, as long as it gets spent properly, I don't care. I just want.
In that case, Dan. In that case, if someone gave you a nice chunk of money, but you've got to have a giant flag of a dildo outside your house for the next 2 years, would you do it?
All day long.
For enough money.
I've already got an England flag outside it, so all I need is the dildo.
No red. Everyone knows.
Just quickly say, super quick. The only red I want to see is on Spurs 5 when Lubo loses his shit over the most random things. On Tuesday night, he went from absolutely calm, peaceful Lubo to losing his shit about the IFAB. He went mental about the
referee football.
And tonight, the colour red on the sponsorship.
Have you seen some of the penalties given in the Champions League this week that are a joke? That IFAB are killing this game, I'm telling you.
The best one was Marseille. The Marseille game, where it was an absolute blatant penalty, right? Handball. And within that motion, instead of getting the handball, they went off the other end and smashed the goal in. Should never. Atalanta scored, didn't it?
And Johnny, what about that penalty Arsenal got for their first goal?
I know, terrible. Terrible.
Have you bought any Spurs shirts? Just out of question, have you got any Spurs home shirts?
Not with red on them.
There's red on it. I refuse to wear it.
No, that's what I was asking. Are you that sentimental with it that you won't even buy the shirt for it?
No.
Lubo is incredibly petty about some very, very important.
It was just a question. It was just a question.
I'm going to back Lubo. I'm going to back Lubo here. In an era of where identity culture is being eroded left, right, and centre, if you don't keep that and maintain it, then who are you anymore? Right? We are the Lilywhites. The Lilywhites, not the Lily Reds or the Roses. We've got to keep that going. It's who we are. It's who we are, mate.
My missus knows.
Blue and white. That's who we are.
My missus knows, Dan. My missus knows. No red cars. My missus knows. No red cars. No red nothing. right? So
There's no red in this house.
no red.
Right. Guys, listen, we've got 15 minutes at a push. We've got to talk about the United game. So let's stick to that just very quickly. I've done that one already. Thank you very much for that one, Ulrika. Guys, last 15 minutes. Guys, please do smash the like button for us. There's been 670 people here, give or take, whatever, for the whole show. Really appreciate that. But please do hit the subscribes as well. Last section of the show. I know we've got to do Stell's predicciones, kind of a fait accompli when I'm involved in the competition, but it is what it is. Dan, I'll start with you, my man. United, big game. What's your tactics, your thoughts, your fears? And just kick us off.
I think if you weigh the teams out, I think it's a very even game when you come to overall players as such. I think in the middle, pretty balanced. I think we've possibly got stronger there. I mean, their midfielder? I think he's past his sell-by date. I can't. What's his name? The one from Real Madrid. I think he lasts about 40 minutes. But I think he usually lasts about a half, and then he definitely comes down a level. Defense, I would say we're definitely stronger. Up front, there are who isn't a light year ahead of us? I mean, we're lucky to be Premier League players there. But if they proper come at us and we end up going at them with a more counter-attacking direct style, which I think will have to happen because they do have some pace on the flanks, I do think we can come out of that game 2-1 winners. I think both teams are quite even. Last season said it. I think they've made better buys than us overall, but I do think it's quite an even game. I do think we can win it 2-1 because I think we will get forced to play on a counter-attacking manner where they're going to come at us with some pace on the flanks. I think we can catch them on the counter 2-1.
You know, United have got one injury, Lisandro Martinez. That's it, one injury and no doubts, and one game a week. So, you know, they've hardly played any games this season, which is why they look remarkably fresher than some of the teams they're playing. So
I can understand that.
Look, we've beaten them 4 times in a row. We're going for 5 in a row. But for me, I think this is a lot harder than people, some people say, we should be beating them hands down without question. But I think we can all see that this Man United team in the last 3 weeks is far better than the ones that we've seen for the last, 18 months, I would say, probably. Matheus Cunha is probably one of my favourite players from last season, as Mbeumo. And Ahmad is a real danger. And those 3 are starting to, show their form with Fernandes, the little dirty rat. I can't bear him, can't stand him. He's the player you hate, but you wish
he's good.
Team. Yeah,
he's good.
He's good. And Sesko desperate, for a goal. I'm with you in the sense, Dan, that attacking wise, they're quite frightening. Defensive wise, I'm not really too worried about them in that respect. It's how effective can our offense be to counter them.
Yeah, I agree.
Johnny, what's your prediction? Just to remind you, you're bottom of the table. So
I don't mind. I don't bottom of the table. I mean, I lose sleep over 3-2 to Spurs.
See, the reason why you are bottom of the table, Johnny, is because you don't lose sleep over this stuff. To me, I am racking my brains. The amount of times I've texted Stell going, mate, let me change that prediction. Change that prediction from 2. I think it was against the Everton game. I went, change that prediction from a 2-1 win to 2-2 or something, or 0-0 or whatever it was. And Stell went, what's happened? What's happened, Sean? What's happened?
Do you know what? I think we need to make a new rule. Whatever you say on this live show cannot be changed on WhatsApp. So whatever you go with here, there's no changing of the. Oh,
you're trying to load the dice against me, are we? Okay, fair enough. What did you say, Johnny? Sorry, what was your score prediction?
3-2 Spurs.
Tottenham. All right, Lubo, what's your thoughts on the? Oh, Dan, we'll get you an honourable scoreline as well, mate.
Dan went 2-1, didn't he?
Oh, did you?
2-1.
He can be the guest scorer.
Guest scorer, yeah. Lubo,
I'm going 2-1 Spurs. I think we'll play well. I think this will be the home game and the performance that the fans have been waiting to see all season. I genuinely do think that I think he may have one or two surprises up his sleeve with the team selection and maybe the team tactics. Listen, he's made mistakes for me with playing a double pivot at home. Some team selections I wouldn't have gone with, but overall, when you look at it, and I think if we do win this, and we're sitting top 4, we're sitting 10th out of 36 in Europe. I think Frank has done a good job up to now. I really do. I'm going for the 3 points on Saturday.
2-1. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I'm not as worried about United as you lot. I hear the idea that they've got one game a week and that not that many injuries, but I think we've marked their card. I think we've beaten them 4 times on the bounce last season. We're going for a 5th. We had a little micro win in the courts today as well. I think that everything points to me towards the momentum against United. When Tottenham are playing a team that happens to have Manchester in front of it, we own them. We own City, we own United, and I think that nothing's going to change in that regard. I don't think it will be an easy game, but I think if we pick the right team, for me, the team has to look like Vicario, Pedro Porro, Van der Ven, Romero, and Udogie. And then I think you have to probably see Palhinha come back in. I don't mind if he wants to do like a Palhinha or a Bentancur and Sarr or a Palhinha. I don't care what combination of those 3 players are in the double pivot. And at the top end of the pitch, I want to see Kolo if he's fit, Kudus hopefully he's fit, Xavi in the 10, and my man Heisenberg on the left hand side. And I think that Odebear and Udogie can cause a lot of mischief. I think the momentum against Copenhagen is going to stand us in good stead. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Tottenham, and I think it will be another lovely day to go and bully Kaz from Never a Foul on Sunday morning. Looking forward to it.
Can I just say what your scores are and my score is? If it turns out that both Kudus and Muani are not playing,
then we're in trouble.
Then that's a completely different. It's completely different.
Is that new rule that you're putting in around changing?
I'm just saying we're making this call. We're making this call pre this news that came out today that they weren't training today. And Muani, let's be honest, Kolo, Muani and Kudus both missing from training today is alarming. Yeah.
When we played in the European Cup final, we had no Bergvall, no Kudus, no Maddison. You have to adapt, so we can't.
I know, but come on now, come on. You're not going to tell me that we are.
If Kudus is out, then we might not. If Kudus is out, then we might as well not turn up.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying that.
Kudus and Muani. I'm saying if Kudus and Muani, take Kudus and Muani out of that team, and we are we're a fraction of what we are from an attacking point of view.
You've also got, funny, Jordan mentioned about Vicario, but did everybody see Vicario run from one end of the pitch to the other when Mickey scored?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I've got it.
It didn't look too bad then, did it?
Yeah. Now listen, I hope they're back. I hope they're all fit. If they're not fit, then it probably changes everything. But if we're all going for home wins, it sounds like it. Unless Stell's got his take first, we'll find out.
What's your prediction?
Well, it's 2-0 at the moment.
Yeah. And what are you doing?
Well, I agree with you guys. We've beaten them 4 games in a row. Which manager did that? Oh, yeah.
The same manager you were slagging off.
Facts, not feelings. Facts, not feelings. Right?
Same manager you trying to get rid of.
So he's not here now. I'm factoring that in. We are really bad at home in the league, but Man United are really bad away from home in the league. So, look at this. It doesn't take much to trigger this lot. Man U aren't good on the road, but we're not good. I think this is going to end up being a draw. I don't think Man United are good enough on the road. I don't.
What's your results, Phil? What's your results?
I'm going to go 1-1, and it's going to be a bit of a reality check for midweek. I don't think we're going to be as bad as we were against Chelsea, but I don't think we're going to do anything different than what I've seen at home this year.
Okay.
Hang on, what did you say? 1-1 to who? 2.
1-1 to Big
Spurs?
Ange.
1-1.
So Sean's gone 2-0, John. I've gone 2-1. I'm only a point behind him now, so I'm catching him. Won't be long now. I'll be
So we got 2-0 Sean. 2-1.
Do you know what would be interesting? Do you know what would be interesting in this game? The midfield battle in this game is going to be really, really interesting because our midfield isn't rubbish, but theirs isn't great. But when ours gets into its stride, it's capable, but so is theirs. And I'm interested to see how that battle works out because I agree with Dan, these are two quite balanced teams, but I think the midfield is pretty even Stevens.
Do you think they'll play Mason Mount? They'll play Mason Mount, Casemiro and the Rat probably in the middle. I reckon there could be a red card on Saturday. I really do. I think it's going to be quite a dirty, nasty, shitty affair.
The only difference is in this game, but again we've got a better defence. Is if they get a couple of clear-cut chances, and so do we, you kind of fancy them to put theirs away with their players and not us. But it's about our defence being better than them and not giving them those chances as much as what they give us. So
still,
I think the midfield's key for this one. I think that's where this game's going to be decided, the midfield battle.
I think Muani will decide it. I think
Saturday is
his day still, and I'm looking forward. If Muani is the difference
on Monday, we'll be looking forward to posting.
I want that WhatsApp screenshot saved for Monday's show. Right? There's going to be some accountability either from me or you lot. There's going to be some.
We got 3.5 minutes, guys. Is there any other advancement? Let me put this up on the screen for us.
Guys, those of you who are watching the show, and I looked at the stats on YouTube, I haven't looked at them on the audio, but the vast majority of you, large majority of you, do not hit the subscribe button. Guys, it's free, okay? Subscribe doesn't mean you pay for anything, but if you hit the subscribe button, it really helps the channel grow. And we're trying to grow the channel. So it will be great for us. We sit here, give you the show for 2 hours. If you hit the subscribe button, we'd really appreciate if you did that. It's only a small thing and it helps us out. So thanks very much.
Yeah, I put all of the links just up. If you scroll up, I put all the links for the Spurs Corner, Stell's new channel. Please help him out there, get him going, get him off and running. Hotspur Hood, you see that one there as well for Danny. Brilliant show from you, Danny boy. Well done, mate, and thank you very much.
Cheers.
Football is there as well, and also Spurs Talk Show. And Lubo, when you get yourself a channel, mate, other than this one, then we'll be plugging that for you as well. Just quickly, guys, we've got 2 minutes. Has anyone got anything different on the team selection than this one that's on the screen?
Not really. Richard James, yes, Football Inc. Just for argument's sake. I think I can't even see that, Sean. It's quite small.
No,
there you go.
Sean, you got Spence at left back instead of Udogie.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, Sean, can I quickly add one thing? And it goes back to what I said about 6 weeks ago. I want to see us stick with just one left winger and give them a proper chance for the coach to coach. And I think Odebert, just please stick with him. I don't want to see us chopping and changing. I just feel that's one area of the pitch we keep messing around with too much. And I just, I'm going to keep saying it because it hasn't happened yet. Just stick with him for a good 6-7 games and let's see where we go with it. Because if we keep chopping and changing that again, I just don't think it works for us as a club. I don't think we're in that position where we can keep chopping and changing that role.
Yeah, I get
well, we're in agreement. Okay, Sean.
Just quickly, guys, one last thing I'd ask of you. I'll put all the links up for everyone's channel. We are also really trying to grow the Spotify, the podcast version of this. There's the link. If you do like Walking the Wife, then you can do so with us in your ear rather than her. You can watch us on Spotify, watch this show back, or you can listen to us back on Apple Pods and Amazon and all that jazz. There's the link for the Spotify. I don't have the link for Amazon and Apple, but it's in the description. We got to go, guys. Appreciate you all. Danny boy, thank you very much for coming on, man. We'll get you on again next in the cycle round, okay?
Cool. Thanks for having us on.
Appreciate you all, guys. I've got 30 seconds before we got to go. Any last words? Anyone want to say anything quickly?
No.
Archie Gray is going to storm it.
Now you're talking sense. Finally, last part of the show.
Right, let's go before we overrun.
All right, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Jeff.
Cheers.
Jeff.
Comment as always.
Bye,
See you
Jeff.
on
Jeff.
Monday. Come
See
on,
you, Jeff.
Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Go on, Tottenham.